Hi there, outdoor enthusiasts. Today we're going to be taking a look at Stealth Hitch's towing kit. This towing kit's an upgrade package for your existing Stealth Hitch Rack Receiver. If you have a Stealth Hitch Rack Receiver installed, it's really only designed for accessories. So if you want to do any towing with a trailer, this kit here will provide you with everything that you'll need to get up and running. Our attachments simply just push right into place, and there is a handle on one side here that when rotated will allow whatever's in there to release and just drop right down. What I really like about it is how easily it is to get your components installed. You simply just line it up, push it in place until it locks it in. It is recommended by the manufacturer to always lock the system after you insert it. So on one side you'll have a lock. You can see here I've got it currently in the unlocked position with the center pushed out. To lock it, just push that in, you're locked in place, and I can't twist the handle on the other side now. You can maybe twist it a tiny amount, but it's definitely not going to come off of there like it was before. You'll receive 2 keys included with your kit. So you'll have one to keep with you and one for a backup. When you go to unlock it, the center springs back out, and we can now twist our handle all the way to get it released. When you're not using any of your accessories, and you want to maintain that factory look, we have a dust cap that does come included with your kit. You can just poke that in the bottom there, and that'll help keep out any dirt and debris to ensure long-lasting, smooth operation of your components. You also have a dust cap here for your lock mechanism as well to protect that from the elements. So our lock kind of acts as a dual purpose. It's a secondary for the latch that holds us in to ensure it's going to stay in place, but it also offers us protection for our components here so nobody can just come over and walk off with our receiver. Or your hitch ball, which inserts just as easily as your receiver. Simply line it up with the hole, and it clicks into place. Again, you should lock it. I'm going to leave it unlocked since we're going to be messing with it here to ensure it stays there. But here you can see our ball mount comes out far enough here in the back where we can easily make our connection to our trailer. It has a rise on it to help us get an appropriate angle, especially if you're hauling anything like a medium or larger size on your Palisade here. For your smaller trailers, you may want to consider purchasing additional ball mounts that are lower down. There are plenty available here at etrailer.com that will work with your Stealth Hitch that just pop right into place. One of the things I didn't mention here is that our ball does not come pre-installed onto your ball mount when you get it in your kit, so you will have to put that on there. Simply just slide your ball down in, put your lock washer on and tighten it down. You'll then want to torque it to typical 1-inch shank ball mount torque specifications. You can find those on plenty of ball mount manufacturers' websites or here at etrailer.com. One of the things you'll notice when you are using this is that when you lock your accessory in place, whether it's your receiver or your ball mount, the handle will rotate counterclockwise. And this little piece here I can feel is kind of pointed directly at me. When I go to release it and you turn it, you'll hit a point where it kind of clicks. And it actually stays. You see how that stays up now? It didn't return forward. So that means we're in the release position. It stays in that release position. When I go to lock it back in, you'll see that handle snap back shut. And now we know it's held in place. That's just another thing you can use as a guide to ensure your receiver's in place all the way. 7-pole connector is going to give you plenty of towing options as it will accommodate trailer brakes. So if you're wanting to just go all out on your Palisade here and be able to pull maybe a pop-up camper with you, getting the full tow package is going to give you basically everything you need to get up and running. If you have just a smaller trailer though that you want to haul, maybe it only has lights on it, a lot of those only have a 4-pole connector. Stealth Hitch has thought of that, and an adapter does come included with it that goes from your standard 7-pole down to a 4-pole, so you can ensure that you're going to be able to plug in your wiring to whatever trailer you're hauling. Here you get a quick look at the module. I really like this because it is a mostly plug-and-play option. The connector that you'll see
Right next to our module there's our factory tow package connector, and it just plugs right into it, and that gives us all the necessary lighting that we need right from that connector. Now there are a few more wires that you have the option to connect, but you don't necessarily need to. If all you need is 4-pole wiring, you just plug it in, you're good to go. The additional wires will allow you to hook up a brake controller, backup lights, as well as a charge line to your 7-pole, which those do need to be hardwired into your system. But with only having to hook up 3 wires and getting a fully functioning 7-way, it's significantly easier than many of the other options available out there.
This system offers a 600-pound tongue weight, which is the force going down on top of our receiver. And that's going to be plenty for your medium size and even some of your larger size trailers. Maybe you want to bring a pop-up camper with you, or you've got a smaller camper that just hooks right up here, you take it with you. That should be plenty for that. It also features a 7,500-pound gross towing capacity, which is going to be more than enough for those components as well. Now, as always, I recommend that you verify in your vehicle's owner's manual and ensure you don't exceed any of its towing capacities.
And you can see our safety chain loops here on each side. But you can see there that we've got a nice large opening that should accommodate just about every shape, size, and style of safety chain. Whether you're using a quick connect style or a more permanent C-shaped style, you can see even the large nut end is able to fit through there. The entire assembly is made of high-grade steel. Our receiver end, as well as our cross tube, has a black powder coat finish on it to help protect it against rust and corrosion and ensures a long-lasting, appealing finish. But what's even more impressive is the mechanism that's located between the cross tube and our accessories, or receiver tube here. The block here is constructed of stainless steel, so this way we don't have to ever worry about rust or corrosion getting inside of the unit, making it difficult to install and remove our accessories. I really like that they took the time and effort to ensure that a component as critical as this was upgraded to stainless steel, so that way 10 years down the road from now, you're not having to get up in there and clean out all the rust that would likely be there if it was made of something else.
And that completes our look at Stealth Hitch's towing kit.